Hey there. Are you ready for some math? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, how about the Pythagorean theorem? You said, what was that? Here, the Pythagorean theorem. I even spelled it for you, Pythagorean theorem. I know my R's are kind of strange, but go with me on it, okay? Pythagorean theorem. What is that? Oh, it's incredible. Are you ready? Here it comes. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. It's just the kind of math you want just before lunch, right? Okay, here it comes. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Now here's the cute part. You use it when you're working with triangles, especially right triangles. Let me show you real quick. Now, it's cute because you know what a right triangle looks like, right? Looks like that. Don't you love my drawings? Don't say a word. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. There's one thing important about this triangle. It's a right triangle. Why? Because see that 90-degree angle right there? Uh-huh. That means it's a right triangle. And here's A, and here's B, and here's C. Now, what is that C called? C is the longest side. And that longest side is called a hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, okay? Well, with that right triangle, you are going to use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for a side. Well, I want to give you an example. Let's say I have decided to make a right triangle that has a side of 2 and 4. See? 2 and 4. Side A 2, side B 4. All right? 2 and 4. So, what does that look like in the formula? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here it comes. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. 2 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. Okay? See what I'm doing there? I took the 2, which is from side A, and I put it in the A spot. Plus Y squared. 2. Is that a Y? Did I put a Y in there? Oh my God. You can tell I'm a half asleep. That's supposed to be a B. Sometimes this brain doesn't work as fast as it should. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. I did that right. See? Don't yell at me. Anyway, 2 squared plus 4 squared. That's what it was. It wasn't a Y, it was a 4. Anyway, equals C squared. There. Now we got it right. Okay? 2 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. All right? Oh, you think you could do it better? Yeah, I'll bet you could. Anyway, 2 squared plus 4 squared. What happens when you square 2? 2 times 2? 4. What happens when you square 4? 4 times 4? 16. What happens? What do you get? 4 times 16. 4 plus 16 is 20. Okay? That's what C squared is. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to bore you with trying to solve that, really. Basically, that becomes the square root of 20. Okay? That's what the answer is. C squared is the square root of 20. Now, what do you mean by square root? It means you got to find a number that multiplies by itself to get 20. Now, it's not going to be 5 because 5 times 5 is 25. It's not going to be 4 because 4 times 4 is 16. It's going to be somewhere between 4 and 5. That'll be your square root. Okay? But anyway, that is what you do with the Pythagorean theorem. You say to me, oh, you know what? I've got a calculator to get the square root of 20. Well, good. Then use it. If your teacher allows you to. But anyway, let's try another one. Let's see if we can get one that's a little better in the square root. Let's try it. If not, hey, we try it. You got another right triangle. A, B, and C. Okay? I'm getting better at my drawing. Don't you agree? Okay. A, B, and C. Well, let's say that B is, I don't know, was it 2 and 3? A is 2, B is 3. So what is C? Maybe we'll work with that. See how we come up with. So we have A squared, make that 2 squared, plus B squared, that's 3 squared equals C squared. See what I'm saying? You got side A is going to be 2 squared, 2. Side A is 2, so we make it 2 squared. Side B is 3, so we make it 3 squared. What happens when we multiply 2 times 2? We get 4. What happens when we multiply 3 times 3? We get 9. And then we get 13. You know what? I made it worse. But that's okay. This is all a bunch of fun anyway, all right? I'm going to make up a number now, okay? Because we're having so much fun. Let's say you had the number 16 as your total. Let's say C squared equals 16. Just follow me along, okay? C squared equals 16. Somehow, you got C squared equals 16. I don't know how, but you did. Square root of 16 would be what? 4. Okay? 4 times 4 is 16. I know I didn't get that, but I think you're getting the picture anyway. Look, I'm doing this stuff off the top of my head, okay? Here we go. Next. Let's look at another angle. You got a square foot, you got a triangle. And, let's say the side is 10. And one side is 6. And the other side is unknown. This time the hypotenuse is 10. And one side is 6 and the other side is unknown, okay? What you would do then is you would go A, we'll say that A is unknown. A squared plus B, which would be 6 squared, equals 10 squared. Because A is going to be this side, B is going to be this side, and C is going to be this side. So you got A squared plus 6 squared equals 10 squared. All right? 6 times 6 is 36, which equals, that's A squared plus 36. 10 squared is 100. You got 136. Now, is there a number that can give you 136? Well, it's going to be somewhere between 11 and 12. Why? Because 12 times 12 is 144, and 11 times 11 is 122. 121, I mean. So you got square root of 136 as your answer. Now, I think you kind of get this. I think. If not, what I'll do is I'll come up with another video that will use better numbers so you won't be so confused. But hey, this gets you a start. This gets you going. You understand what the Pythagorean theorem is. All you got to do is put in some really good numbers. That way you get some good square roots. All right? Now, your teacher's coming. Tell your teacher you had a wonderful time, okay? Don't laugh. See you later.